Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you all grinding well in Warframe. And speaking of grinding, I actually didn't grind for this. I know I should be ashamed and all that, as if it's not bad enough that I post a lot of questionable things on this channel already. It was really painful to part with 275 plats. Well, not really as painful after waking up from last night's smashing, but I mean, this is a ripoff. Just kidding, I didn't smash anything. Don't pay 270 frickin' 5 plats for a weep stick. That's gonna trigger a lot of woo-woos in the comments. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is one rad looking steak knife. Not gonna lie, my marshmallows got slightly uncomfortable with how pointy that looks. Which is exactly why I took the opportunity to try out the Nakana Maligna skin. Maligna ball. Together with the Caucasus Sugatra, you now have something that looks like it got ripped out from an ancient digestive system, I guess. But seriously, who even uses this Sugatra? I just put it on for the sake of variety. Oh, you know what? Imagine dropping this thing into your pants or panties. Okay, you may leave a dislike now. I can't help but compare the Pennant stats to those of the glitch saw from the last video. The only thing notably better on this dual hand Nakana is the crit multiplier, which is at 2.4x compared to 2x on the Zaw. And also the wind up time is faster at 0.7 seconds, where the Zaw takes a full second. But other than that, the Dokram scythe has significantly higher base damage across the board, even the heavy attacks. Not to mention it has about 50% bias towards slash, whereas this very big, very sharp sword does puncture. What? But the Pennant does have a trick up its sleeve. It's a unique passive that increases attack speed after killing an enemy with a charge attack. Now it sucks that DE don't give us exact numbers, but from what I managed to gather, this speed buff has a base duration of about 2 seconds, and then that scales off of a combo counter. And from my very limited testing, which could be well off of the actual values, I found that the speed increase buff caps out at around 5 to 10% reduction in time taken from the beginning of the swing animation to the point at which a damage counter is displayed. Of course, I did the testing with no mods on except Corrupt Charge to see if combo affects the strength of the speed buff, but it seems like no. It does not. While I do still recommend you try out the glitch saw and the heavy build that goes with it, the Pennant I believe could be more practical and even effective despite the lower damage, and possibly help me convince peeps that heavy builds are the way to go for a lot of weapons post Melee 3.0. Judging by the comments on the last video, I get that some of you guys don't really like heavy attacks because of, you know, the slow animation and they kinda interrupt the flow of gameplay, but I think I can make a better case here with the Pennant because of the passive and the wide sweeping range. We're also gonna try to tweak the standard heavy build towards combo efficiency, i.e. slotting in focus energy. That along with Inner Might from Zeneric will help with minimizing combo count loss from heavies. What you're trying to achieve here is find that sort of balance between normal attacks and heavy attacks. I personally find this weapon, and pretty much all heavy build melees for that matter, performing at their best with Gauss and at least a half decent redline build. You can use this one as a guide. It's what I prefer, and IMO it is enough for some good melee fun. Just check out how enemies get yeeted by the constant spamming of heavy attacks. I love how heavy attacks can potentially change up the dynamics of melee play, and it kinda encourages you to switch up between combos and fire plenty of moves in a short duration instead of just spinning to winning, you know? Though I still kinda prefer the glitch saw over this because of the ability to slot in arcanes like Exodia Contagion, and you guys know how much I love Exodia Contagion, but in terms of usability, the Pennant is better. I'd say if you love the looks, then it's worth stuffing in 4 or 5 forma with a decent heavy build, okay? If you were to get a hold of a Riven somehow for the Pennant, then I'd definitely shoot for initial combo first or anything else, followed by base damage or elementals, and then either speed or range, just to free up the other slots for more damage based mods. And maybe charge attack wind up? I mean, that is a stat. I'm just not sure if you could roll that on a Riven. Please do let me know down in the comments. Of course, that sort of Riven would benefit a heavy build the most. If you still despise them and think the new melee has ruined all that was good about Warframe, then please let me know down in the comments if you still feel heavy builds are inferior to Blood Rush based crit builds, for example, or Condition Overload, and let me know why you feel the way you do as well, just to get a conversation going. I would appreciate that a lot. If the Pennant did not convince you to try out a heavy build, then maybe the glitch saw could. Maybe. At the very least, it makes for a great one-shot meme build, so if you want to check it out, I'll put it up here on the left side for you. As always, if you do enjoy the content, please feel free to check out the channel, watch some of the videos, and see if it's worth hitting that subscribe button. That's all for now. I'll catch you real soon in the next video.